Opportunity cost, the value of the next best alternative foregone. Fancy, but let's make sense of what that actually means in simple terms. Imagine that you and I were on a stranded island, unlucky, and on that island we can only grow one of two things, apples or bananas. To make our life easier, let's assume that the maximum number of apples that we're capable of growing is 400 apples, and the maximum number of bananas that we can grow is 300 bananas. We can show this on what's called a production possibility frontier, like this. Now, before we run through the maths in terms of how to work out opportunity cost, I need you guys to understand something very important. Whenever you're working out opportunity cost, you need to express your answer in terms of the other good. For example, if you're told, what is the opportunity cost of producing a certain number of apples, your answer has to be expressed in terms of bananas. Vice versa, if you're asked to determine the opportunity cost of producing a certain number of bananas, your answer must be expressed in terms of apples. Now, in our made-up example, let's assume that we're now operating at point A, whereby we produce 375 apples and 80 bananas. And the question says, what is the opportunity cost of producing 80 bananas? Your answer has got to be expressed in terms of apples. And there's a very simple two-step process that I need you to follow to ensure you always get this right. Step 1. What is the maximum number of apples that we could have produced? Well, do you guys agree the maximum number is 400? Step 2. What is the actual number of apples that we produce at this point? Well, we produce 375 apples. How many apples did we therefore sacrifice? Because that is the opportunity cost. The answer is 25 apples.